Actually Saturday instead of Friday. Today's video got displaced by a day because life got a little bit insane. And I guess this is my number 3, so it's up to you what my punishment is. Please nothing really gross, I'm kind of squeamish. Or I guess you as the audience can decide if you comment and let us know what your suggestions are. I'm sure Katie will take them into account when she is trying to punish me. So first, I'm going to catch you up on school. School has been good, pretty much good lately. I've been working what feels like really hard, even though I'm not in class for all that much time in a week. But I'm really enjoying it. School's going good as far as academics. School's going good as far as friends. I'm actually making friends, which is a good thing for me because I tend to be this creepy little hermit in the back of the classroom instead of actually talking to people and being a social human being like I should. So I got an idea for this video and what we should do in it, and maybe for yours on Monday too if you want, from something called One Time. It's a YouTube series that I kind of stumbled across by accident, and it was really interesting to me. It was collections of stories told by various different YouTube people, and they all centered around one theme for each episode. So I will put the link to One Time down in the doobly-doo, and I have 3 different prompts that I wanted to use, and I guess I'll just kind of dive in, and you can get to know me a little bit better, and then on Monday, if you want to go with this too, there's lots. You can pick from some of the other cues, or the same ones, and we'll hear more of your stories. You weird, I weird. So when I was 12 or 13, I'm going to say 13, I went camping with my family out to this place in Saskatchewan, and it was with a whole bunch of my parents' friends, but we had never gone on this trip before for some reason, and we finally got our family out there for this week-long trip, and me being my awkward hermit self in the corner went, ugh, people, and didn't really make friends. And so one night around the campfire we were listening to music, and Avril Lavigne came on. And me and one of the girls that was there, who was the same age as me, ended up singing and dancing our hearts out. And here we are almost a decade later, which is terrifying. And we're still really good friends. She's probably one of my best friends. And the weirdness that we shared really helped bond us, and it's kept us together for years. What's second? When I was in 2nd grade, there was this one guy, and he was super cool. His name was Adam, and everyone wanted to be friends with Adam, and everyone, liked Adam, and he was the coolest, because, when you're 6, you can pick up on those things. And at some point during the school year, he asked me if I would go on vacation with him and his family. And I was super excited, because I thought, yes, this is my in. And then my mom wouldn't let me go, and that's the story of why I was never cool in school. Not far from the tree. Okay, this prompt killed me, because I have the best story about not being far from a tree, which sounds ridiculous, but it's actually amazing. When fall comes around in the mountains here, in Jasper National Park in particular, these really giant, terrifying animals called elk do what's called a rut. And basically the manly elk go around and collect females for a little harem, and they mate, and it's a whole thing. But the males get really vicious, and they fight, and they yell and cry and do all these things, and it's really quite interesting to watch. And so for years, my family, my huge family, have all gone, all of us, to Jasper for the elk rut in September. And it's a good family bonding thing, and whoever sees the biggest elk gets a chocolate bar and all of this stuff. And so there was one year when I was little, 7 or 8 little, and my dad and I were looking for this big elk that we'd seen, and we finally saw him up on this hill, and we're like, we're fine, we're downwind, we're not going to bother him, we're just going to sit here and watch. And all of a sudden, about a couple minutes later, he turned his head and came barreling down this hill at us. And my dad's like, oh my god, we're going to die, and shoves me behind this big fir tree, which, logic would dictate would either hide or protect me. Which, yeah, good plan, Dad. And so this elk comes and literally smashes into the tree, head first, antlers in, reach out and pet his nose kind of close. so not far from the tree. And my dad just really calmly goes, "We're fine. He won't come around the tree. It's fine." And as soon as he says this, the elk pulls out of the branches and starts moving around the tree towards us. And all I remember is my dad literally picking me up under his arm and, like, tossing me and saying, "Run!" Which is really a good thing to say to a 7 or 8-year-old who's absolutely terrified. I guess all I want to do now is just to say, enjoy Thanksgiving. Oh, it's not Thanksgiving for you. It's not Thanksgiving for you. Well, I'm going to enjoy Thanksgiving this weekend. And I hope that you liked my prompt ideas. And if you do, I'll hear your stories on Monday. Bye!